There are moments in life when pressure exposes our true priorities. Not when everything is easy, but when the cost is clear. Daniel faced such a moment. Now, when Daniel knew that the writing was signed, Daniel 6:10, he knew the law. He knew the consequence. He knew the lions were waiting. And still, he prayed. Faith that does not adjust to fear. The decree was clear: no prayer to anyone except the king. This was not a misunderstanding. It was intentional persecution. Daniel could have prayed silently. He could have postponed prayer. He could have justified compromise. But Scripture says he went home, knelt down on his knees 3 times that day, and prayed and gave thanks before his God, as was his custom since early days. Daniel did not start praying because of trouble. He continued praying because of conviction. Faith that survives crisis is faith that existed before crisis. Windows open toward Jerusalem. Daniel opened his windows toward Jerusalem, not because God lived there, but because his hope was anchored there. Jerusalem represented God's promises, the covenant, the future restoration. Like David, who said, "Evening and morning and at noon I will pray and cry aloud," Psalm 55:17. Daniel's posture preached louder than words. God is still God, even when kings disagree. The cost of consistent faith. Daniel's enemies watched, not to learn, but to accuse. Consistency will always attract critics. Joseph's integrity landed him in prison. Esther's courage risked her life. Peter and John said, "We cannot but speak the things which we have seen and heard," Acts 4:20. Obedience does not prevent trouble, but it invites God's presence into it. The lion's den is not the end. Daniel was thrown into the den, but God stepped in. "My God sent his angel and shut the lions' mouths," Daniel 6:22. The decree could not silence prayer, the lions could not silence faith, and the king himself had to confess God's greatness. When the decree is signed against your faith, don't change your prayer, change the atmosphere. Keep the windows open, keep the knees bent, because faith that kneels before God will always stand before lions.